Hi there guys, welcome back to AKM LFC. So this is the match preview for the game tomorrow against PSV. I will also be doing a watch along on here tomorrow night, so make sure you come along and join in with that. Again, the cat has decided to start making noise as I start recording. So first and foremost, let's crack on with this, shall we? We're going to go over Arne Slot's press conference. I was going to do like a bit of a watch along type thing so we could like watch the press conference together, but it's on for like 40 odd minutes and I can't be bothered doing that. So I've got a site on X that has took quotes from the press conference, so we'll go over all of them. We'll go over the forms, and then I will also touch on my starting 11 and the starting 11 that I think Slot will go with. Did I call him Klopp a minute ago? I think I did. Anyway, if you like the video, like and subscribe, hype, leave a comment. I want to know score predictions and your starting 11s down below, guys. So first and foremost, let's crack on with the what is it, Micaldi Baldy? That's thinging it for calling him for Slot. Start with this, shall we? So, Arne Slot on the disallowed goal decisions. He said, if I found the first goal we conceded versus Forest as a goal, the one we scored at City was also a goal for me. I didn't see the Arsenal one. Would have been a bit weird to say Forest wasn't a goal. Howard Webb said it wasn't unreasonable to disallow a goal. So everybody has an opinion. Maybe I'm biased as the Liverpool manager. That Arsenal one at the weekend is diabolical. But look who the ref was. Asked whether confidence is an issue in the squad, he said, until now, it hasn't been an issue. If you look at the way we have played most parts of the game, the first half hour on Saturday was everything we hoped it would be, apart from scoring a goal. We haven't always created that many chances against a team with a low block. First time they had an attack, they scored. Then we conceded again, start of the second half. I showed them how many times we arrived in the box and how many crosses we made, which was 6 of 7 times more than Forest did. But they defended their box much better than we did, and that's what everyone is reminding us when we remind ourselves. We have to help ourselves to defend better on the ball. We aren't doing a lot different to the last season, but goals conceded is. On Joe Gomez, he is one of 5 defenders we have. He had an injection last week in the knee, and that's not normal if you don't feel anything. Apart from me making decisions to play Dom in that position, it's also to do with Joe not being completely fit. He's in the group tomorrow, but wasn't able to train every single day last week. So there goes the theory that Gomez was training with Van Dijk from Indy. On this season, it's ridiculous. It's unbelievable. I said many times you will never find enough excuses for us to perform like this. It's unexpected for the club, for me, for everyone. But this may be the best club to face it. The harder it gets at this club, the more we are together. Difference between this season and last was a question. We are conceding more goals than last season. Tell us something we don't know. This time last season, we conceded 0 set pieces. Now it's 9. The number of goals is close to ridiculous for a club like this. So sort it out then, mate. That's on you. You are the coach. Sort it out. What is the answer? Why is that happening? Sorry, guys. On the poor run, in order to stay calm, I don't find it that difficult to do. It's my character. Most people would describe me as a calm person. These situations, it's not really nice, is it? It's not nice to lose, especially at such a club like Liverpool. To be honest, I didn't expect to be in this situation. No one did after you spent $500 million, mate. The way we go about it tactically and the quality of the players we have. You can say it's the 6th out of 7th loss in Prem, but I can say in the last 4 matches we've lost 2, and in the Champions League we've won 3. But it's lower than the level expected at Liverpool. Semantics, mate, semantics. He also said that he takes the full responsibility. I feel guilty for it. We are busy working on it, and I'm at the club where we aren't just used to being successful, but also times when we aren't. We are going to give extra effort. As a manager, I try to lead by example and try even harder. See what I mean? Why this press conference was so long. On the results, we haven't really found a right answer to turn these defeats into victories, but when you are 1-0 ahead and you lose, how do you explain that? It shows how difficult it has been for us going behind and trying to turn it around. Hopefully, we can go ahead tomorrow night. On proving himself to the fans, every day you have to prove yourself if you're working at the club at a level like this. You can't say you've won the league and everything is okay. Well, I'll give him that. At this level, the next game is the most important. That's the same for me and the players. Working in this environment, you can never rest. You have to keep going, especially when things aren't going well. I don't know if I have to prove myself to the fans as much as I have to prove to myself. All right, then. I take that. That's a decent one. He was asked whether Liverpool have lost fight. No, we haven't. In moments in games, we have lost too many duels. In the last game, we had 75% possession, and in and around our box, we only had to defend 4 times. The first was a set piece, the second Forest goal was incorrectly disallowed for me, and the third time it was 2-0. So he's admitted that, yeah, fine. Fine, he held his hand up that second goal should have stood. We all said that. It's not a thing that we aren't over 90 minutes not ready or not defending well enough. We only have to defend a few times. And I've had it in the past, not 6 from 7 defeats, but in the first time I had a team with all the ball for 30 minutes, then have to defend. This cat's doing my head in. Asked what he did after the game on Sunday, he said a combination of things. You know, he was looking ahead to PSV and watched some other games, a bit of everything. On the game tomorrow, it's obvious we could use a win. I think you need the win as well, mate. But in the Champions League, we have won 3 out of 4, but that is usual for a club like this. On Kerkez, his time in Holland doesn't make any difference at all to how I pick my lineup. We have 5 defenders available, and is only the position where we have double. In all the other positions, Joe Gomez can help us out, but there's no other competition at this moment in time. Whether he's going to play Szoboszlai right back again, he is one of the options I have, but also clear that Dom is good in other areas of the pitch. I was expecting we'd have a lot of the ball possession against Forest so he could attack a lot down the right. Let's see where we use him tomorrow, but I'm going to use him, that's for sure. How many more of these is there? On what he's learning from the defeats, it's difficult to say at this moment. I said quite a lot. There are certain things you can do better, but some things haven't helped. There are a lot of reasons you can use to say you haven't had a defeat. It's not acceptable. It's a situation you don't want to have, particularly if you work at Liverpool. Now it's time to start winning matches again, but you have to do lots of things to win a match. The simple things we must do better, that's not what we are always doing at the moment. That's quite easy to solve. If it doesn't happen too often, you think of Johan Cruyff, and the simple things are the most difficult to do. My days. On whether he has to try something new. He ain't going to try out new. No and yes. No, because I don't think you have to do anything completely different. That wouldn't be right to us and the players. They want to play a certain way, but a little bit yes, because if you're a fan of the Premier League, it's going in a different way. You see a different way of playing. That maybe means we have to change a few details in how we play. The players are more or less the same for the most part. You have to have a certain physicality, especially in terms of height. But that's not an excuse. We've conceded that many set-piece goals. The Forest defeat gave us a bit of a smack in the face. Interesting. Is that why you're not playing Wirtz then, even when he is fit? We've got a few Gakpo ones to do now. I mean, I can't even really be bothered with these Gakpo ones. I mean, that Slot one went on for a bit too long. Let me see if there's any worth doing. Feeling in the dressing room. Everyone is aware to take responsibility on and off the pitch. This was a conversation you have with a teammate. It wasn't really a meeting. But we are aware to take responsibility. So they've had a player meeting. We covered that one. Right, I think we'll leave it there. I'm getting bored of reading that out, so you must be probably getting bored of listening to me say it. Interesting points he's brought up there, I suppose, regarding everything. He's taken ownership. Sounds like Gakpo and the players have taken ownership. Let's see what happens tomorrow, guys. Like, that's the main thing for me, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, let's just wait and see what happens tomorrow. So, let's have a look. The BBC have got it down here that PSV are 18th in the Champions League. We are 9th. We've got 9 points. They've got 5. Form coming into this. They've won 4 games and they've also drawn 1. Liverpool have lost 3, won 2. And we'll leave it there. Actually, the past 3 meetings between us, we beat them 3-1 in 2008, 3-1 again in 2008, and then the last time we played them was this year in January, where they beat us 3-2. Now, starting 11 times. I'm conscious of time with how long I've been going on this video, reading all that out. So, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. I think that Arne Slot picks pretty much the same team as last time. The only difference is I think you probably see Gomez coming at centre back. But I've not watched the press for it. I'd not read any of that before I picked this. Maybe we see Kanate at centre back again. Robbo comes in for Kirkes. The rest of the team, I think he picks pretty much the same. And I don't agree with it. I don't think we should play that way. But that's what I think he's going to do. If it was me, if I were picking what Liverpool should do, I would pick the following. This would be my team that I would pick. I would go with Ramsey at right back. Otherwise, what's the point in having him on the bench? Again, Gomez, bring Robbo in, drop Gakpo, put Chiesa in, stick Szoboszlai back up in the middle, drop Isak, you put Ekitike in, and then you play Salah, because I was umming and ahhing whether or not to put Rio on where Chiesa was and put Chiesa where Salah is, but I was thinking that, and then I remember a comment that someone came out with the other day saying if you play Rio too many times at a young age, he'll run out of gas and legs and he won't have a long career. Like, look at Raheem Sterling now. Do you know what I mean? So maybe we don't play him too much right now. I'm not too sure with that. But score prediction wise, guys, I can see us losing. Like, they've not lost for 11 games of PSV, guys. And where... If he goes with the same lineup as they did on the first one I showed you, I think we get beat 2-0. If he goes with a little bit of vibrance, with a bit more verve about it, a bit more pressing, I think we could win 2-1. 2. I don't think we come out of this with a clean sheet. All right, Liverpool win 2-1 is what I think is going to happen against PSV. Come along, join for the watch along tomorrow, guys. Make sure you join in for that. I will get it scheduled now so you can get it in for the notifications for tomorrow. Probably be live around about 7:30ish, maybe 6:45ish. Have a little pre-match chat and everything. But until next time, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.